before I go any further, if you're liking what you're hearing, please consider sending this episode to someone who might benefit from its message, because it's word-of-mouth referrals like this that really help to make the channel grow. You can also hit the super thanks button, the 3 little dots in the lower right-hand corner, and tip me in proportion to the value that you believe you've derived from this episode, because it's donations like that that make all of this happen. Thank you for your support. Now, we don't really have that trial by combat culture anymore. However, the desire to test one's quality remains. And what has replaced warfare in similar pastimes as the crucible of self-worth for modern man, who is man indoctrinated with the ideology of romantic love, is woman. For many men, even if they would not consciously formulate the idea as such, woman has replaced God as the arbiter of their worth. This means when a man approaches a woman, he is functionally allowing her to evaluate his merit by using the encounter as a crucible for his self-worth. Can I buy you a drink sometime? Becomes, both from an evolutionary and a spiritual perspective, do you think I deserve to exist? Now, from a rational perspective, this makes no sense whatsoever, and some men are going to vigorously deny this interpretation. However, it does have the benefit of explaining an anxiety that can't really be accounted for by other conscious explanations. And women certainly do their part to play into this rejection. Did you know that the word glamour, which is a distinctly feminine concept, comes from an old Scottish word meaning spellcraft? Female glamour, in the sense of their makeup and their fashion and their behaviors, is a spell designed to bewitch the perception of men into believing they are more than they are. And the more they tap into feminine spiritual archetypes, the more they are successful in this endeavor. So women, whether they are conscious of it or not, kind of conspire with this unconscious belief in men, because of course, if they forewent all of their props, men's desire for them would significantly diminish. Again, men rationally understand that a woman cannot possibly be the arbiter of his self-worth, especially a woman they have just met and has next to no information on which to base such a judgment, even if she wanted to do so. But this fear is not a rational thing, which is why it can't really be dissipated by rational arguments. So, how do you overcome approach anxiety? Well, like any other anxiety, it can really only be overcome through exposure and repetition. That is, you get over the anxiety of approaching women by approaching women. And the idea is to approach enough women that the non-terrible experiences collectively constitute an emotionally disconfirming experience of the feared outcome, so that you can reasonably expect, all things being equal, that you will have a non-terrible experience approaching women moving forward. And the best way to do this, I found, is to kind of make a game out of it. Think of approaching women like playing tennis. When you play tennis, you don't have to play both sides of the net. You don't have to visualize how the whole volley is going to go. And you don't have to try to win every point with an ace.
Gotta serve, that's it.
All you really have to do is put the ball into play and respond. And as a man, it's your job to serve. It's your job to put the ball into play. But once you do, it's her job to hit the ball back to you. Now, if a woman likes what she sees and hears, she's going to help you. She will hit the ball back to you nice and easy, right where you're standing. Because she's interested in playing, she's going to make it easy to hit the ball back to her. On the other hand, if she doesn't like what she sees or hears, or if she just isn't in the mood to play, she's going to hit that ball right out of bounds. This will look like short or one-word answers, delivered in a cool tone without making eye contact. Gentlemen,
got that right
trust
now.
me, I've approached over 1,000 women. This is as bad as it gets. And if she doesn't want to play, you just take your ball and find someone else to serve it up to. On the other hand, a woman who wants to play will make good eye contact, her tone will be warm, and she'll use a lot of words to give you something to work with. Make sense? All you have to do is serve the ball. The rest is kind of up to her. And here's the crazy thing. It doesn't really matter what you say. because what you say is really just the pretext to engage in a little verbal back and forth. So you don't need to be funny, you don't need to be clever, you don't need to be charming, at least not in the opener. All you really need to do is put the ball into play. This will serve as a litmus test for whether she wants to play with you, after which point your natural conversational reflexes will begin to take over. What do you think? Does this fit with your own experience? Let me know in the comments below. And if you've gotten this far, you might as well like this episode and subscribe to this channel. You may also consider becoming a channel member with perks like a priority review of comments or booking a paid consultation. As usual, thank you for listening. I'm Dr. Orion Teraband, and this is Psychax, Better Living Through Psychology.
I just initiated contact with a girl. My energy wasn't up there and shit, but I did it for the sake of not, because she was cute. I didn't want to not do it. Overall, today I got on an accountability call with my friends, my boys. I'm realizing is no matter how successful you are, there are things that you still need that are outside of money. Staying connected with successful people, and when I say successful, people that have, damn bro, what the fuck is that? 1 second. Staying connected with people that are financially successful is good, because it reminds me when they communicate their problems, it reminds me that no matter how much financial success you have, you're still gonna have to deal with shit, man. You're still gonna have to go through life, and there's no better way to go through life than with friends, with people that are on a similar mission than you. Now that's an obvious, that's a fact, because there's people like, you know, the statement, misery loves company. That's essentially what it is. The only difference is winners love winners. Winners appreciate being around people that are going to keep pushing them to move forward, or if not, they would disassociate with them. Yeah, it's just a reminder of it helps eliminate my excuses, because I hear, you know, I have excuses all the time. Like for example, today I could have put in more work. I could have worked out. I could have done stuff, man. And my excuse was because I was on standby for a call. I just didn't want to do anything because I thought I was going to start driving again. So in my head, I'm like, I'm going to try to get as much rest as possible. I didn't even get a call. So I ended up just laying down. I got like a 2-hour nap. And I could have comped some properties. I could have reached out. Well, I had an agent that reached out to me. I got a reply. It is what it is. been thinking a lot about quitting everything, bro. Oh wait, let me say this correct. Not everything like that. Like quitting all things that does not have to do with my personal goals. Do it. I'm gonna do it within like the next 2 months. Thinking about just starting to submit offers, and then once they get accepted, then start comping those instead of waiting to submit an offer only if it's a good opportunity. Like at first, I think I just need to get the activity going. And I have reached out to agents. I have talked to them. I think my conversations with them are pretty good. My follow-up, I still haven't done. I can't measure where my follow-up is because I haven't done it. And everybody says the money is in the follow-up. And it's true. It's true. What it is about this bitch, but I got to go. I got to go. Low key, I think my fuel stop is gonna be there. Yeah, it's still gonna be in this state. I don't have enough time to drive far enough. I don't have enough time on my clock. crazy is I'm not even a big drinker of alcohol. I actually don't like it much. The main times that I drink is when I have a girl come over, and it's crazy because I don't even get them drunk. So I have a few bottles in my place, and I bought just because I had girls come over. I legit almost destroyed my life for some pussy. None of it matters. Meaning they right now they're not thinking about me. They've moved on, which is cool. But the fact that I almost altered my life, I gotta buy some fucking nail clippers, man. I gotta go to Walmart, buy some nail clippers, bro. Fuck Indiana, bro. God damn it. These streets are ass. I'm gonna be looking rough for the next. I'm gonna be out here for about a month. I ain't gonna do my beard, nothing. Straight up. I got in this habit of doing that shit like every week. But we gonna let that bitch charge. I'm gonna listen to some good stuff, because if not, my phone gonna die. And if I have it charging at the same time as I have it up, I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I'll keep it playing for a little bit. Start a new video. Keep going, guys.